Hey guys, what's up? Gamer Joe Coffee here. Today I'm bringing you a video covering the rest of the treasure chest in Bahari Bay. I had another video planned, but again, I'm having trouble with it. My computer hates me. But I am working on another video that I want to release probably next week, but I do got to work on it this weekend. My computer has been uncooperative recently, so I had to scramble and put this together real quick. That's probably why this video is coming out late. But yeah, I am excited for Christmas. I got my decorations up in the background. You can see them with my lights on. I got some new lights. I'm going to install some more lights lower, but I got some new lights in the background. So we got a whole new thing coming in. That's going to be awesome. But on the other side of this intro, we're going to get straight into the treasure chests in Bahari Bay that we haven't already covered with the puzzles. They're just a normal treasure chest on the other side. Okay guys, so the first chest you may have found already. This one's in a pretty obvious location. If you go east of the Hadari and Najima's house to this tree right here, there's a minecart here, and in that minecart there should be a chest. Early game when I played, if you open that chest, sometimes it would appear with like a snowball on it, which was kind of weird. But I believe they fixed that and it just disappears now because I don't see it anymore. But inside this minecart next to the large tree, there is a treasure chest that it's an uncommon, regular looking treasure chest, and it contains 2 sweet leaf, 1 briar daisy, and 44 gold. That is our first chest. We're gonna roll on to the second one. Okay guys, Sylvie's visiting here a little bit. She's saying hi to me. But the second chest we're looking for, it is here in D7. You do have to get on top of this cliff, so I do recommend Sylvie. Hi, Sylvie. I do recommend you get on top of this cliff. You're gonna need a glider, and you're gonna need to glide over to these ruins in the middle. You can see them right in front of me. I'm gonna jump over there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna jump and glide. You can do this from any rim around the ruins, but you're gonna want to jump and glide, and it should be right here on this side, on this little ledge right here. So be careful you don't fall off, or you'll have to climb back up again and try that jump. But glide down to here, and there should be a treasure chest waiting right here. This is an ancient epic treasure chest, and it contains 4 wheat, 3 sweet leaf, and 103 gold. And as I mentioned, it does require the glider. On to the next one. Okay guys, so for the next one, this one's a little bit tricky. I'm not actually at the chest location. The chest location is up here in East E8 area. We are down here in E9 because this is probably the easiest way to get to it. What you're going to want to do is find this little hole right here. There's going to be this little hole, and you're going to go drop down into here. There's a geyser at the bottom. I recommend you take this geyser, but be careful. Aim yourself north. Take the geyser, and you're going to want to land on top of this giant cliff up here. That is the easiest way to get to it that I've found. So all the way to the top, grab your glider, glide out to this little lift over here, this little top of the mountain area, and then go over here, and you'll see it's actually right there. That right there is your location. It is this tree, the tree on the left that is marked on the map. So what you're going to do is you're going to glide over here, and it is right at the base of this tree. It should be right here. That should be where the treasure chest is. This is a rare treasure chest, normal treasure chest, but the rare version. It contains 2 potato seeds, 2 wheat seeds, and 76 gold. And again, this one does require the glider. On to the next one. Okay guys, this one can be a little bit tricky. We're back at our geyser hole that I talked about before in this area. So come over here to where the geyser hole is. And this time you're going to drop down and avoid the geyser. Just glide over to the side, follow this cave over, and you'll see there's a little broken path right here. Well, instead of going over it, you're going to want to go down. Drop down underneath, and in one of these corners, you'll see this little leafy area here. Go through it. It's a secret entrance. And then there should be a treasure chest right here waiting for you. This treasure chest contains 1 pearl, 1 gold, and 1 gold ore, and 38 gold. Now, before you leave this area, pay attention, because there are 2 more chests. If you take this corner and drop down here, there will be 2 more chests right here in front of this little ancient statue thingy. So you're going to pick those 2 up. Now, I don't have, and I've had a hard time finding the information on what exactly was in these chests, and I've already pulled them myself. So I'm not 100% sure what's in these chests. I just know that they're 2 of the ancient chests. So if you're going to grab any chest in this list, grab the one up top and then come get these 2, because you get 3 in one shot. So I'm not 100% sure what's in them, but here they are if you're looking for them. On to the next one. Hey guys, so the next location is right here in this little inlet area kind of between the roads. If you come over here, you'll see this giant ruin here. There is an easily climbable side right here, so you can just easily climb over to the top. Now don't jump all the way because you might not make it. Sometimes you might have to climb a little bit the slow way. I hate the slow way, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Up here on the top, there should be a chest for you. This chest is an ancient uncommon treasure chest, and it contains 2 sweet leaf, 20 heartwood, and 43 gold. Nice and easy. Climb it up, get it. Simple. See you guys in the next one. Okay guys, so the next one is the Windy Ruins. It's down here. If you come down here into this area, you're gonna come up to the Windy Ruins. You're gonna take that little column walkway up and come across over here, and between this doorway is this little broken down arch thing. It's on top of this, so you have to jump across and glide, get right there. Now you might be able to get across without the glider, but I've always had the glider since I tried to do this one, so I'm not 100% sure. But on top of this crumbling arch, there's a rare ancient treasure chest containing 2 fabric, 3 iron ore, and 99 gold. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next chest is actually located here on top of a cliff. Now you might be tempted to try and use this whirlpool here, this geyser, to launch up on top of the cliff. It does not work. There's ruins here, I should say. I tried it. It does not work. That is just a false red herring. Don't believe it. You actually have to use this original geyser that we've been kind of coming back to in this area. So come over here, drop down in the geyser hole, and I'll show you where to go. You're going to want to aim east. So aim east, and you're going to aim for this guy right here. So we're going to aim east. And you'll see the geyser next to it doesn't launch you nearly high enough because this ruin is tall. So that geyser right there, you can see right there, is tall enough to get you onto the small one, but not this big one. This big one right here is where the chest is actually located. So what you're going to do is you're going to glide over here. I'm going to drop down a little bit. And it should be on top of this. I believe it's right here. Yeah, it should be right here. But it's on top of this somewhere. I believe it's right here next to this little gold rim thing. This is a rare regular treasure chest containing 4 silver and 104 gold, and this does require the glider. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next treasure chest is located right here in the ancient aqueduct. There's actually a little break in the wall and it's in there. So what you're going to do is want to come down here to this area here at the very bottom to the right of the Pavel Mines. Come down here into this area, this underneath the bridge. And there's actually a little break right here, and there should be a treasure chest right in here. This treasure chest has 1 bright shroom and 65 gold, and it is an uncommon pirate treasure chest. So if you're looking for the uncommon pirate treasure chest, there you go. If you're looking for gold and bright shrooms, okay, but to me this one's not very crazy. I would get it just to have it and to be done with the completion and getting every single one, but this reward on this one is not that crazy. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next chest is actually over here on top of this waterfall right here. Kind of a tip for my last video that I did about the puzzle treasure chest in the flooded fortress. Somebody posted a comment, and I do really appreciate that because I didn't realize there was a second way into the flooded fortress, the sunken city. If you come up here to this cliff here, you can just glide straight over. Like, I didn't realize that. You can glide over to that little shelf there or glide over right there. That seems like a much easier way because all you got to do is climb this cliff and go here. Instead of trying to do the weird jumping puzzle thing over here, just climb here and glide over the easy way. I didn't realize that was a thing, so there is that. pro tip. But this treasure chest is located over here on top of this waterfall, and I'm not 100% sure where it is here, but it might be up against this wall here. I'm not positive, but there is a treasure chest up here on this platform. It is a rare pirate treasure chest. It contains 5 heartwood planks, 1 iron bar, and 85 gold. So there you go. Don't forget that tip about getting into the sunken fortress. That entrance is right there, nice and easy to get to. Just saying. On to the next one. Okay guys, so this next chest is a little harder to get to. You can't use the cheat like I've learned about from gliding from here. You're trying to get to this platform here, which you have to get to through this pathway. I'm not aware of another way to get up there. It doesn't seem to be another way to get up there. So what I've done is I've gone up the normal pathway where I showed you before to get down there to the sunken fortress. But once you get up here, you're trying to... Oh, maybe there is another way over there. Okay, okay, well, quick change of plans. Climb this wall on this side, and it looks like you can get there so much easier. Why did I not know this was a thing? Holy cow. As someone who likes to explore in video games, I really missed out on some of these. I was taking the hard way. So we're gonna get onto this right here, and then I guess you could just glide over here easily. I had so much trouble getting over here before. Wow. Okay, so use that cliff and then just walk over here and glide. This treasure chest's on this platform somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where, but it is on this platform. This one contains... It is an ancient rare treasure chest. It contains 5 leather, 10 slowdown arrows, and 88 gold. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next chest is located right here in this area, but you do need to climb up behind the outskirts on the top of this cliff here. So what I've done is I've climbed up this cliff, got on top of the little outskirts, the exit from where your house is, and you'll see that pillar right there on top of my head. You can kind of see in the distance. That one has a treasure chest on it. You can't see it right now, because I don't have it. I've already gotten it. But if you haven't gotten it, you should be able to see it pretty easily. You're going to glide out here, stop, and drop down on this, and there should be a treasure chest waiting right here on top of this pillar. This chest is a rare pirate treasure chest. Contains 1 heat root, 2 briar daisies, and 110 gold. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next one's super easy. I just realized it's like right over there. I'm still here at the top of this pillar where we found the last one, and we're just gonna glide down over here, this little area right here. There should be a chest on top of this platform right here. So this is like right here, this little pond area out the exit by your house. This is an ancient treasure chest, uncommon, contains 2 sweet leaf and 60 gold. Now we're going to go on to a little bit more further away one. Okay guys, so this next one is southwest of Tamala's house up here. There's a little boat sunken down here in the water, and you should find a treasure chest in it right here somewhere. This is a pirate treasure chest, uncommon, and contains 5 dispel arrows and 10 standard arrows, as well as 61 gold. Nice and simple. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next treasure chest is right here at this waterfall. We're looking east of Tamala's house, right here at this little waterfall area. Come over here, and it's actually behind the waterfall. There should be some rocks here behind the waterfall. Ooh, hold on. There should be some rocks here behind the waterfall, and it should be... I don't know how I did that. Holy cow, what did I do? It is behind this waterfall on these rocks right here. That's probably an easier way to get to it. Just walk up here, and it should be on these rocks here somewhere. This is a pirate treasure chest, uncommon, contains 20 heartwood planks and 63 gold. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next one is this collapsed mine area in Bahari Bay. I always thought this would be like a cool entrance to a new zone. Who knows, that may be the entrance to the next area that they're working on. We'll see. But this little collapsed mine here, if you go the cliff around here, you can climb up on top of it. There's a little hidden ledge. You can go up this way. There's a little hidden ledge up here, and there should be a treasure chest right in that corner. This treasure chest is an uncommon regular treasure chest. It contains 1 gold ore and 48 gold. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next area we're exploring is the lighthouse area. There are a few treasure chests in this area aside from the puzzle ones that we've already covered. The next one we're looking at is over here in this area. You'll see that little round platform. You're trying to land on top of that. So there are geysers in the area and I haven't tried those, but I do like climbing the lighthouse and using it to glide over. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna jump off the lighthouse. Oop, I almost fell. That would have been a mistake. That would have been a blooper for sure. Okay, so you're gonna glide over here and there should be a chest right here in the middle. This chest is a ancient treasure chest uncommon. It contains 10 each of the sneaky smoke bomb and the standard smoke bomb, as well as 25 gold. That's nice and simple, nice and easy. And we're gonna go on to the next one inside the lighthouse. Okay guys, the next one is actually inside the lighthouse. So I'm up here at the entrance. I'm going to show you how to get to this one. You're going to want to go into the middle of the lighthouse and climb up. Okay, don't pay attention to that. That didn't happen. I don't like this jump right here. It's always so awkward. Climb up to this second level and then you're going to want to go around and drop down onto this right here. This right here is kind of hard to get to, but it's a little broken area right here. There should be a chest waiting here. Nice and simple. This is a treasure chest epic, but this one contains 191 gold and the ochre cubed tile floor. This is a unique flooring style, only obtainable here. Make sure you get this one if you don't get any other. If you're going to go do your rotation to get your treasure chest map, then do this one for sure. Ochre cube tile floor. At the end, I'll show you what this tile floor looks like, as well as the map that goes on your wall as a decoration. I'll show you both. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next one is at the very end of the docks here, east of the lighthouse. I don't remember exactly. I couldn't find reliable information on whether or not this one's hanging on the hook or on the floor, but it is either one of the two locations. It's right here on the end of the dock. This is a pirate treasure chest rare. It contains 5 unopened oysters and 130 gold. Nice and simple. On to the next one. Okay guys, so the next one is on the docks as well. You might remember from a previous video that we did the twins. The twins, one of them was located beneath this staircase through the vines right there. That's not where we're going today, but there are another set of vines up top here. You can see this leafing and stuff. If you jump through that, you'll land down here and there should be a treasure chest underneath in this little hidden alcove. That treasure chest is a epic treasure chest. It contains 2 cooking oil, 4 onions, and 160 gold. Nice and simple, but it is hidden very, very well. Make sure you jump through the opening because you might not get through it if you just walk. But that is this one, and we will go on to the next one. Okay, the next one is super simple. So go to the central stables, go behind the barn here, and in this hay right there should be a treasure chest. This is a very simple one. It is an uncommon regular treasure chest. It contains 1 cooking oil, 1 butter, and 45 gold. Not too bad. The next one should be pretty simple as well. We are going on to Tamala's house. Okay guys, the next one is over here by Tamala's house again. This is southwest here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to climb on top of this little cliff here and glide over. You might be able to make the jump without the glider. There might be another way up, but the glider makes it so much easier. But once you land here, there is an uncommon treasure chest here. It contains 2 gold ore and 31 gold. Nice and simple. We're gonna go on to the next one. Okay guys, the next one is over here near Proudhorn Pass. At the top of this river here, there's a little mine area, and in the back of this mine shaft little area, there should be a pirate treasure chest uncommon containing 1 heat root, 2 sweet leaf, and 35 gold. Nice and simple, pretty out in the open. On to the next one. Okay guys, so this next one is right over here east of Proudhorn Pass. This little area here, if you come over here to this ruined bridge, you come up here, there's this little mini cliff right here. On this cliff is a chest, and that chest should contain 1 pearl, 1 gold, and 1 gold ore and 74 gold. This is the Ancient Treasure Chest Rare. On to the next one. Okay guys, the next one is actually on this little walkway here, this little ruined walkway. There's many ways to get up here. You've been here before for a quest if you've done this quest. But you just climb up this area, come over to the end of the walkway. Most of you probably have this since you did that quest. You probably saw it over here. But in this wall over here by this wall, not the wall for the quest, but the opposite one, this is an Ancient Treasure Chest Uncommon, contains 1 iron bar and 71 gold. Not crazy, not thrilling. It is something to check off your list though. So it is here, and we'll go on to the next one. Okay guys, the next one is over here by Coral Shores. There's actually, it looks like there's a mountain here, but there's actually like a little alcove underneath the mountain. And over there at the end of this little jumping puzzle is a chest. So we're gonna go get that real quick. I've already gotten it, but I'm gonna show you the jumping puzzle. You're gonna jump each of these platforms, go all the way to the end. And I believe it's right here. Oop, I fell off. It should be right there. It should be right there. I don't think it's on the end right there. I think it's on that platform right there. This is a Pirate Treasure Chest Uncommon, contains 4 silk thread and 44 gold. Nothing crazy, nice and simple. Stay tuned though, because you want to get your map, and there are more unique floorings coming up. Okay guys, the next one is over here east of the Coral Shores area. This is a wooden platform right out here. You're probably going to need the glider for this, I'm pretty certain. Basically you're going to climb this little cliff here. It makes it easier, and just glide down to this platform, run across and glide over to this, and there should be a chest right here on the end. This is a rare treasure chest. It contains 20 sneaky smoke bombs, 20 sticky smoke bombs, and 63 gold. So nice and simple. The next one, however, has flooring. So be prepared for this one. It has flooring inside. Okay guys, this one is special. This one contains flooring. So we're going to look at those floorings at the end of the video, but this is the copper manor tile floor. We're going to glide over to this little island you can see way out here on the other side of this ruined pillar. It is way out there on the island. If you climb all the way to the top by the lighthouse, I believe you can glide all the way there. I'm trying to avoid having to land on that and do the little jumpy things or whatever. And if you jump from another like geyser or something, it might not get you there. But if you just do the top of the lighthouse, it should get you all the way here. Nice and easy. Right here on the beach, there should be like a little buried treasure chest. It is a Pirate Treasure Chest Epic. It contains 192 gold, and as I said before, the copper manor tiled floor. We're going to look at that at the end of the video, but make sure you get this one. It's unique flooring you can get nowhere else. And then we're going to go on to the next one. Okay guys, the next one is south of this little ruins here. In this wall, there's an opening that leads into like a little hidden cave. I believe there's a potential quest in here as well for Zeki somewhere. I don't remember where the chest is exactly. It might be here, but I'm not 100% sure. It's somewhere in this cave. If I had to guess, it would be on that shelf, but I'm not 100% sure. This contains 1 gold ore and 55 gold. This is a treasure chest uncommon. And we'll go on to the next one. Okay guys, the next chest is southeast of the Central Stables, east of the Ancient Aqueduct label. It's right here in this corner where the wall and the little outlet meet, right in here. This contains 2 Briar Daisies and 59 gold. It is a treasure chest uncommon. There is one more on my list prior to the puzzles. We're gonna go check that out right now. It's up by the statue garden. Okay guys, the last one on, well, this might be the second to last one. I think there's another one further down the list now that I looked, but this one on my list is over here. There's some ruins that you're gonna have to glide to. I like to use this little shelf right here, this little cliff shelf right here next to these ruins. Climb up here. You're aiming for that little guy right there. So hit right here, aim over, and I can't remember, it's probably in the top middle, but it might be lower down. Anyway, it's one of these 3 areas of this little platform here. This is a Pirate Treasure Chest Rare. It contains 1 Dragonbeard Peat, 1 Heat Root, and 93 gold. That is not too bad, not too great. The next ones on my list are all the treasure chests from the puzzles that we've done. So I'm skipping past those. There is one more that I'm fixing to go look at, and then we'll go take a look at our final rewards. Okay, guys, so the last one is down here southwest of the Beachcomber Cove stable. Come down here, you'll see this little curved ruin looking thing, and tucked in here is another chest. This one kind of got dropped off the list for some reason, but it is right here. I don't remember what's in it. I don't have a reference for what's in it, but there is a treasure chest here. I know it's an ancient treasure chest, but I'm not sure what kind it is. But I know there is a treasure chest here, so if you're collecting them all, here you go. Now we're going to go back to the house. So now that we've found all the treasure chests, we should have 2 new floorings. If you haven't gotten these already, we should have 2 new floorings, as well as the treasure map for our wall, or the map of Bahari Bay for our wall in our house. We're fixing to go to the house and look at those 3 items and see what they look like. Okay, guys, so we are back at the house. The first thing that we got, that we know we got, once we collect enough of the treasure chests, there is an achievement here for collecting a certain number of treasure chests. You don't have to collect all of them, but you have to find a certain number of them. Once you collect enough of them, you'll get the decoration reward. I'm looking for it here. It looks like a map of Bahari Bay on the wall. This is called Plundering the Bay. Find 30 of the hidden treasure chests in Bahari Bay. So this gives you the Bahari Bay map, which can be used on your wall as a decoration. This is the Bahari Bay map right here. It's basically a simple map of Bahari Bay you can put on your wall. I also have the Elderwood one from collecting the Elderwood chests, and the Killama one that we got from the other video for doing all that. So here's all 3 maps of all 3 zones on my wall in my little inn/dining room area. That's pretty cool. Now the other 2 items we got are flooring. We got the Copper Tile Manor floor, or Copper Manor Tile floor. Copper Manor Tile floor. So Copper Manor Tile floor looks kind of like this. It's got a little bit of a fancy feel to it. It's not super fancy because it's got that coppery look, and I don't care for that as much, but it does kind of got a fancy look to it. I don't mind it. It would have to be in a specific setup location, a specific design. I'm not crazy about it, but it's not bad. And plus it's a unique flooring that you can get nowhere else. So make sure you go get it out of these chests. The other one is the ochre cubed tile floor. That one looks like this, it's kind of cool. It's got like one of those MC Escher feelings to it, where it's like you can almost see it 3D as you look into it, kind of. But it does look kind of cool. To me it kind of fits like a workshopy vibe, or something that's more like rigid, or like, workshop, or just something that's more mechanical. I don't know, I guess because of the engineering feel to it. It looks very engineering, with all the different designs and shapes and stuff. That's kind of cool. But that's your 2 rewards. So we got the map for getting enough of the treasure chests. We also got the Copper Manor Tile floor and the ochre floor. Three furniture decoration items in one video. Look at that. That's assuming you didn't get them before. You should have all 3 by now if you got all these chests. I do have some more videos I plan on working on. I want to work on some videos on some early money-making schemes. Some videos on some tips on certain things to avoid, and maybe some safety tips for Palia. I've got some ideas brewing around that I want to work on, but I wanted to get these out of the way because I knew some people might not have them, and it's a very easy way to get this achievement and get some furniture decorations, get some flooring, even some wallpaper from some of the other ones. So yeah, hopefully this helped you guys, and yeah, hopefully you guys have an amazing day and even better cup of coffee. Thank you guys for being here. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next adventure. I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comments. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up down there. One last thing before I go. A little bit of a dad joke for you. I know. Why don't coffee beans ever get in trouble? because they know how to espresso themselves without causing a stir. Okay. That's enough pun for one day. Stay caffeinated, stay awesome. Hope you guys have an amazing day and an even better cup of coffee. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to all my YouTube members for your amazing support. It truly means the world and helps us keep this channel going. I really do appreciate it.